What's up, guys? This is Isaiah, and this will be episode number 7, streaming for Gaimoria Development. We're on the road right now, so I'm sorry for missing Thursday last week, and we're going to be doing it at weird times because I'm adjusted for West Coast, so I'm doing it at 4:30 p.m. West Coast time, which is like 1:30 Hawaii time. And I still need to let people know that I'm going to be streaming, so I'm just going to make this little picture real quick and put it on Facebook and Twitter, and then start working. And I have everything on just my laptop screen right now, so it's going to look different. The size is going to be different and everything, so yeah. This and the next 2 to 3 streams will be different. And then when we get back, it will be back to normal. And probably most notable is my microphone is junk on my laptop, so I apologize for that. There we go. Let's just say start at 1:30 p.m., whatever. I don't really expect a whole lot of people coming to this one because I'm kind of breaking the mold. But I wanted to stream anyways so I could get some work in and so I could get some stuff up and put it on YouTube and all that too. So that way at least you guys will have something. And something is better than nothing with this. So we're going to try and still shoot for about an hour and a half today. And I think I'm working on Aniah's up run animation, I think. And a very noticeable thing is because I don't have my good microphone, it's going to pick up a lot of background noise too. I'll just put this stuff up. Okay, so that's on Facebook and Twitter. There. Alright, so I probably don't have any viewers right now, and I may not even get any, but that's okay. I'm just going to start working, and if chat pops up, then I will respond to you guys. Actually, how am I going to do this? So I usually have a setup with my two monitors, so I need to figure out how I can see my chat properly while I work. Maybe you can do this. Could you try type something in my chat, Cherish, and see if it works? Okay, so that works. I just need to...
If not, I can pop mine out and have it right here.
If you're going to stay by me, that would be awesome. Alright, so we're going to do a dual monitor with Cherish's laptop so I can check chat on her laptop. Kind of. Alright, so let's play the game and just kind of take a look at what we did. So, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're working on a run anim because I was figuring out sketches and I have all these lines. Yep, that's her rough up. Cool. So I know exactly what we're doing today. Today we're just going to be cleaning up the line work. I'm going to really try and keep this to an hour and a half because it's not really an optimal stream setup right now. Maybe you can help tell me when people chat too. Yeah, because you're special. So yeah, I was pretty happy with this rough anim. It kind of matches with this one. So I think that's all I was going to do is just kind of clean it up. Oh yeah, and get flat colors in because it was already looking pretty good. So I may not get the full time to do like the shading and everything for her, but we'll definitely have time to like clean up her lines and do some coloring.
What do you see on your mouse doing this?
Weird what?
Weird seeing you do this with your mouse.
Why?
You're not using your tablet.
I only use it when I actually draw.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so as I had also said a while ago when I was fixing her up idle animation, I properly separated her ponytail into a separate layer. So I'm not going to merge this down. I'm just going to hide it for now and drop this down. Start drawing. So we're on the road right now. We're doing a road trip from Seattle to San Diego. We were in Seattle and Portland for about 4 days. Now we're in Eugene. Oh jeez, I'm gonna fix the stupid tablet for Photoshop again. Gonna be stopping by San Fran, then we're going down to Santa Monica. We're gonna go to Riot Studios. Say hey there. We're gonna go to Blizzard. Say hey there. Go to DreamWorks. Say goodbye there. Just kidding. But yeah, stop by a couple places and check them out. Got friends at various places and family that works at DreamWorks. Does it say 2?
Yeah.
That means it's you and me.
Oh, okay. But before we only said one.
Yeah, it was just me. Is correct. Okay. I ask myself questions all the time, Cherish, so you don't have to, like, be concerned, like, OMG.
I don't say that.
So I'm curious how this will look when, with her ear, when I get this animation all in. You see something you should ask questions to. It'd make the episode more engaging if anyone ever watches it, at least on YouTube or something. We just hit another month milestone for the patron. So people all got their donations in, and we sent out another round of rewards. And this was actually a pretty cool one to me, because I'd done so much stream work on her run and idle animations that I sent out a high-res JPEG of her idle animation sprite sheet. And then for the PSD, I sent the PSD for her idle. So I thought that was kind of cool because for people that may or may not, I mean, regardless if people have seen the stream, it's different than what I sent out the first month, because in the first month I sent environment stuff. I just thought it'd be cool to show the like character sprite sheet, because that's like what I've been working on, so people could see our progress with the sprite sheet stuff, and then they could see the actual PSD if they're a $5 donor or whatever.
Yeah.
You can just add, I guess it shows it in the chat, which is good. So she brings up an interesting thing that me and her have been talking about for a while, because I've worked full-time in the industry, and so I'm not like actively looking for work. I'm just kind of considering the possibility of like what ifs. And there's a couple of positions at some cool studios that had concept artist stuff for full-time work. And basically, if I was working at those studios, I could still do Gaimoria on the side. And I would still be able to do all the same patron stuff that I'm doing now, but also just like be working full-time, because currently I'm doing this and contract work. and the contract work obviously is not stable. So if I were to potentially get something, then I might consider it. And when we stop by Riot and Blizzard, I'm actually going to be making an effort to talk to some people on their team about positions they have open, because they're relevant to what I do and the experience that I have. Hey, we got 2 other legit people. Supreme DDT and Raviolio. You guys make me so happy all the time.
I thought we lost you.
Hi, Lexi.
Next. You like to walk? Mm-hmm. You want to hang out with Dad? No.
Oh, I'm glad I make you happy. So you probably missed out the first 10 minutes of what's going on. We're on the road right now, and I just brought my laptop so that I could do this on the days that I still want to keep it up. And so my laptop, I don't have my second monitor, so I have to kind of look at Cherish's laptop to see if there's chat, and I also don't have my good microphone, so I probably sound terrible. And it is quite likely that it's picking up a lot of secondary sound that usually is filtered out from a proper microphone. So I apologize if things sound odd or annoying or whatever. But I'm very happy that both of you guys came, because
I have no friends.
yeah, I have friends. But because I'm doing this at like a weird time, this is like several hours before I usually do it. And so I won't be as responsive to the questions when they come up, because we're both kind of working. And I'm just glancing at her screen when I have the chance, but I will still respond to them when I see them. So are you drinking whiskey, or are you just sitting there wishing you were? Or wishing that we were whiskey?
I don't know, you can't just pop that chat out.
Yeah, you kind of can, but
No,
well, no, not on Twitch you can't. You need to go to a different site.
That's lame.
Yeah. But don't screw up her arms, because I remember me animating her arms was really important, because I know that her arms were swaying side to side oddly. So I want to make sure that they still look good. I think they'll be okay. So this is down, and it goes up, and then should be okay. I should just be copy pasting these 3 arms to these 3 arms. I believe that's what I did. If any of the volume of anything sounds odd too, please let me know. I have my laptop volume down so it doesn't pick up too much of the sound, because I have sound on my laptop, and I know that my microphone on the laptop can pick up sound from the speakers on my laptop, so I'm trying to make sure that that does not happen. If something's funky, let me know. What time do you want to leave tomorrow, actually?
Are you gonna actually get up though when I tell you to?
If you're fine if I sleep for the first bit.
As long as you get your butt in the car, I don't mind driving.
Okay.
I'd
Yeah.
like to leave at 9.
No, I mean, we have to. It's a long drive.
Yeah, you're gonna definitely have to.
Is the chat thing and everything? Okay, that's all working well. I'm glad Church is helping keep you guys entertained.
I'm just looking at you. Why aren't you doing the rough sketches?
I already did them.
But what about her funky arms?
That was something I already fixed last time.
Oh. So her arm...
I'll show you.
Her arm should be in the correct spot.
Yeah. So to me, I feel like that looks pretty good.
Please zoom in on her.
Yes.
I see her nubby elbows. I like how her hair and her dress swooshes back and forth.
Yeah, that's how I have this one too.
Yeah, it looks good. She's gonna be so fun to cosplay. Pre-DDT said that they're going to be in Oregon in July.
There's lots of good places to eat, good places to drink. If you go to Portland, Portland has the most independent beer breweries per capita in the world. So for the amount of people that live in Portland, there are more breweries for the amount of people than anywhere else in the world. So you'll get to be able to try all sorts of beer, food, all sorts of good stuff there. Wait. It's a sad time when you say that getting paid is not a good day. At least that's how I'm interpreting it, Raviolio.
I thought that the delay would go away.
No, because you're watching the stream online, so what's happening is it's not sending my stream from here to here, it's sending the stream online first and then to you.
No, I know, but I just figured it would be less delayed.
Alright, 2 more frames.
Ooh.
But you can eat another meal.
Oh my gosh.
Please.
Yes.
Please.
Is it in the fridge or is it in that bag?
The green bag.
You don't want your reindeer?
Oh, that works.
Talk about our road trip playlists.
You talk about it. They can hear you.
Yeah. Burping and burps.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I gotta put some podcasts back on. I put it on my phone actually. This is such a hassle to get it on there.
Well, it's not now. I have it all set up.
Yeah, but I gotta like send you the podcast or have you download it. I already have it downloaded. I'll just do it from mine.
Well, how big are they?
Mm-hmm.
Because if they're not that big, you could just zip it and email it. Because I seriously have that software all set up. So it's really easy for me to put stuff on the iPad.
Then maybe I'll let you tinker with it. I don't want to take. Supreme DDT says he has some podcasts to recommend.
What kind of podcasts?
I just asked.
Well, it's good for me to ask too.
Well, what kind of podcast do you like listening to for gaming? Because I like listening to.
I like postmortems.
Yeah.
Postmortem is like where they talk about their experience on the project and how things went well and how things went bad and how.
Me as a developer?
Yeah, I like developer podcasts because that's what I am. I don't really care so much about like playing the games or podcasts like that. If I'm gonna listen to someone talk, I want to like be able to learn.
Well, see, you'd benefit from that, but for me, it's more. I'd like to get reviews with non-spoilers.
A 9 out of 10 for makeup.
What?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10 for what?
Oh, Korean lady.
That was, yeah.
She sucks.
It's fun. Don't tease what I watch.
So this like has really good spread, so 9 out of 10.
She's not really good at reading though.
No, she's terrible.
At all. Like I would be more in depth. Like, well, I gave this a 4 because.
Well, that's
like
why I was making. Yeah, well, yeah, that's why I was making fun of it. Because she didn't explain her rating. She was just like your stereotypical. Here's a rating. Okay, next one.
That listens to some good music.
Mm-hmm. That was like the first thing I noticed was he had like Temper Trap and Mumford and Sons and stuff.
You want to see Animal Collective?
Where?
In Hawaii.
Are they coming? Am I the one that said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're super freaking expensive.
We paid that same price in Portland. I paid that same price in Portland. Actually, it might have been more. So for me, it's comparable. But they're probably going to be playing just stuff from their new album. So that's why I asked if you had listened to them.
I don't think I listened to the brand new one.
Maybe you should grab it so we can listen to it.
Oh. Almost done with the lines, and then if it looks good, which I'm hoping it will, or then I just got to do lines for ponytails, and then I'm just going to do some flat colors. And that's all I'll do for today. Not too long, just long enough to show you guys some good progress.
Are you just going to keep working like this for all your podcasts where you just work on one thing until you're absolutely done?
Probably.
You know, versus maybe doing some programming one day, some game design another day. You're just gonna doing animation all the time?
No, I'm going to be doing like environment painting and stuff too.
Oh.
It's just right now
Is getting her.
Like my number one priority is I want to get her moving around. Alright, so let's just save this. What's he saying? Yeah, Kata's games definitely. Yeah, that's kind of my thought on if I were to be getting podcasts from like big sites, as you said. Just be like review stuff or, so there's this thing called GDC that happens once a year. It's the Game Developer Conference, and it's a super awesome thing where people that work in the industry, or you don't even have to work in the industry, you can just buy a ticket and go. And it's a convention where you can learn about new games coming out, but it's not like E3 where it's all like, oh yeah, this game's coming out, it's so cool, come play it, come buy it. GDC is based around because it's a developer conference, so it's based around people that make them. So if you go there and you talk to people at the booths, you're not going to be getting what they call booth babes or whatever. You're actually going to be talking to people that work on the game, so you're going to get much more enlightening conversations. And then they have what are called summits or just talks, etc. And they often do postmortems, and postmortems are my favorite thing, as I previously mentioned. And that's where they talk about like the project they worked on, and like if something went well or did not go well, or and they'll get really technical with their stuff too. So if you have some know-how, it's awesome to just hear what they have to say or like how they made something work. And then it's just like really enlightening because you can take the knowledge that they're willing to tell you, and then you take it home and you're like, oh, they kind of did this way, so maybe I could try something like that. So it's like super, super useful. It's not just superfluous information that they're just throwing at you, like E3, where they're just like, buy, buy, buy. It's very intellectually driven, smart people working on strong projects. So I love GDC. So that's the kind of podcast I'd be into.
Well, I didn't know that your those postmortems were based on the developers that you were watching before.
What do you mean, developers I was watching before?
Oh, I thought it was just game reviews.
No, postmortems are developer-based things where...
That's what I was saying. I didn't know that. I just thought you were always like watching or listening to the reviews.
Oh, you mean like when I eat?
Yeah.
Well, that's a little different. That's called kind of...
No, I'm talking about not when you eat, but like when you were at work and you listened to them.
No, that was for games.
Oh.
That was me... No, that wasn't postmortems. That was me watching YouTube gamers. Because, when I just didn't have time to play games, so I would just watch... Or I'd listen to them play the game. But you can't... I mean, that requires a little bit of visuals. So I kind of like look at the other monitor every now and then to see what they're doing. You can't really do that when you're driving in a car. Okay, so that's some cleaner lines. Yeah, GDC is it's my favorite. I've been to a couple different kinds of things, and GDC is just always the best. And I'm a member of the poly count community, and they have a really big presence there at GDC each year. So it's awesome to go, not only just experience all the cool GDC stuff, but then like after that's all done, like you go and hang out with the the poly count guys and girls and have drinks and BS and talk about things going on Polycount or games. It's just like super developer nerd fest. It's like the most fun thing for me ever. I like PAX because you get to play games, and that's cool. But it's just the whole GDC experience is just like my favorite thing ever. It's just really expensive. So as you can see, I got my cleaner lines in, and it looks like I did a fairly good job carrying that information over. There's one frame where I need to erase this little squiggle on her elbow. I was kind of asking myself if I wanted to keep that because I didn't know how she was going to look from behind with her elbows bending and stuff, so I'm actually just going to erase that, and I'm already happy with how this looks. I'm happy with how these lines... this line's kind of madness. So I might tweak this line. Her head bob is still good. The rest of it seems pretty good to me. Let's play it in game and see how it looks. So I feel like I just need to tweak that one line right here. And then you don't even really see that thing on her elbow. I can just tweak it anyways. And then I just gotta do the lines for her hair. So take a sip of some alcoholic beverage. And do a little tweak. I'm very happy I have this laptop. So easy to just go wherever and work. It's funny because I've always been PC Master Race minded. Yeah, I actually had conversation with you guys about this in like episode 1 or 2 that I hated 3D animation. Like I would feel anxious and like just feel freaked out, and it just bothered me. It's because it's so like nitpicky, and like if one thing doesn't look right, the whole thing looks weird. And I remember saying, I don't like 3D animation because, what did I say? It's like 2D animation looks cool already, but the purpose of 3D animation is to make it not look bad. Yeah, that's what I said. So when you're making 3D art stuff, I'll answer that in a sec. Yeah, the purpose of 3D is like it always starts off just terrible looking, and you have to spend a lot of time to make it not look crappy. And that's what I really hated about 3D animation, is it was just like trying to make it not look bad. And the only reason that I've really kind of become attracted to this 2D animation stuff is you can actually, like, I have these sketchy lines stuff, and I would get these sketchy lines looking pretty good, pretty fast. Like, you guys are watching me get these sketchy line animations done in like an hour and a half or 2 hours, and that's so much faster than doing 3D animation. Like, just to get, again, there's people that are way better than me, they'll get it done way faster, but for me to get a decent 3D animation to a point that is moderately acceptable by my standards, it took like 6 hours at the shortest to get something rough and decent, depending on what I was animating. And that's just way too long of an. That's like almost an entire day's worth of work just to have something that is passable. And I just hated doing that. So, and so yeah, I was kind of like worried about doing all this 2D animation for Gaimoria because I had such a negative experience with 3D animation that I was like, oh man, I'm gonna hate animating 2D. But then after I just kind of started doing it, and I had realized I can get things to look kind of cool much faster than I could in 3D, that's what really turned me on to it. Is like, oh, I'm able to kind of make something that's kind of neat, and it doesn't take me like 4 days. So this was a pleasant surprise to me because I'm kind of enjoying it and all that.
Now what are you working
on? Her ponytail.
Oh, you sectioned it off so you don't have to.
Yep. So then, currently I have no plans for her pets being able to talk to her. I'm expecting that she'll have plenty of interactions with like the Obduine race and all that. Maybe I should just have her pony band like part of her hair too, like this.
Yeah.
It's funny that you're here to like give me this feedback and I'm not actually asking for your feedback.
But I'm just gonna give it anyway.
Okay. No, because I ask myself questions as I work to engage the viewers.
Well, I'm just surprised that you're agreeing with me. Usually you'll ask yourself that, and then I'll say, oh no, you should do it this way, or oh yeah, and then you're like, no, actually I'm gonna do it this way.
Well, it happens too. I'm sitting in bed right now, so it's a little funky trying to draw lines exactly how I want to, so I have to kind of erase them more than I normally do. I can usually get the right line I want in 2 to 3 tries. not like 5 or 6 tries. Just the way my arm and shoulders kind of propped against the backboard. So when I animate in 3D, which is very rare,
you could read that from there?
I had to like focus my eyes pretty harsh. I use Maya. Animating in Max is atrocious. Don't even go near it. When I was at Sucker Punch, Maya was used for everything. When I was at Bungie, Maya was used for animation and some modeling. Bungie was actually pretty good with dual software support. So if you wanted to be Max centric for stuff, you could. If you wanted to be Maya centric for some things, you could. But animation was always done in Maya because animating in Max is a freaking joke. Just the control of camera and joints and everything in Maya, and just like the rotate tools and move tools, it's all just much smoother, and that makes it much easier to animate. So when I did the 3D block-ins for Aniah, this is probably like a year ago, it was all done in Maya. Right, 2 more ponytails. And we'll get that in and then do some solid colors. Yeah, Max is not an animation-friendly software package. I don't even think it's actually that great for modeling. There's going to be a whole bunch of people that say, heresy! Naysayer! Because Max is kind of there first, but especially when you just find the right tools, and Maya is just so easy to work with.
Your face is stuck on my screen. It really is.
Alright. So now I'm going to do what I did with Idle and then paint in a mask. Extra work to avoid extra work later. If I have to change things. the Dawn's music seriously is like stuff you listen to too.
Yeah, all the time. That's why I like it.
Alright, save that, see how it looks. If I bang out these solid colors quickly, then I might just paint the shadows and stuff too, but we'll see how much time I have once I get the solids in. Yep, looks pretty good. I'll get real close and look.
Your face is so close to the screen.
That's because my laptop screen is much smaller than my big monitor. I feel like that's pretty good. Yeah, how come you can't see my stream at all?
I don't know, it's just loading.
Did you refresh the page?
No.
Do that. Alright, cool. So delete this, delete this. Lines are done. So now I'm gonna do her solid colors.
These advertisements are annoying.
Yep.
I like that you look out this window, it's so green.
Imagine if we lived on Climber River Road, you know what you'd see if you looked out that window?
A bear?
No, you'd see a river and trees and two little white puppies running around in the yard.
And then an eagle taking them off. That would be so sad. I'm gonna pop open my cold brew.
That's what she said. All the vibrations you make on the bed. I have to pee. And it jiggles my bladder. Yep.
That's gross.
That's what you said. I'm being really funny right now if you can't tell.
You should smell this.
Smells like chocolate coffee stuff.
It is
How's it taste?
amazing. Too bad for you.
Well,
it's
if you want me
with a little bit of chocolate.
If you want me convulsing on the floor and pooping all over myself.
Good.
How much was it?
$3.
Is it a brand name or just whatever?
Sometimes.
Oh.
The best coffee ever.
Can you find that in Hawaii?
I don't know. But they have
You probably have to go to maybe Whole Foods?
Yeah, maybe. But they have the chocolate milk version and they just have like a milk version. It's actually pretty good. And then if you just want cold brew, they have it in the like red stripe bottles.
Mm-hmm.
That's good though. We might have to pick up more so on that 8-hour drive I don't die.
Yep.
I don't fall asleep.
Yep. Did I tell you what's her face in San Fran already confirmed?
Yep. She texted me.
Oh, you have her number?
Yeah.
Okay. Why, is she your new girlfriend?
No, she's like texting me.
I'm so excited to see you guys. We're like best friends. That's actually one thing I like about Airbnb is you can meet friends that way. Because just from a little bit that she's messaged, she seems pretty cool. So, I mean, that's what William does too.
Yeah, we're gonna go stay at their house. They don't want to be mean and really wreck the place.
Yeah. No, but that's why William likes it too, because he will just stay at people's places and like make friends and all that. It's actually a cool way to like travel.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah. Is that worldwide or just the US?
Worldwide. But there has been some sketchy stuff that's happened.
Well, obviously.
Like that dude that, I don't know if he got raped, but he was a transgender person and he like locked him in the room. And the guy was from the US and he couldn't get a hold of anyone. His mom was like, well, why didn't my son check in with me? And all this like craziness happened. And now he's like, yeah, he's like totally messed up. He was like held captive in that place for like, I don't know if it was over days or just like 8 to 12 hours or something. He was like terrified coming out of the room. That's really bad.
Yeah, but that also would probably not happen if you went to someone that had tons of reviews.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I would never go somewhere that had 0 reviews, because I'm not going to put myself at risk to see if this new person is okay. So, I mean, actually, the people that are taking the biggest risk are the ones that are putting their rooms up to rent.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going to have more people, I'm assuming, wanting to rent that are new than that are wanting to rent out that are new.
Yeah. Is it nitro or nitrous? Nitrous?
Yeah, nitrous tap for beer.
No, for coffee.
Oh, it's the same thing, nitrous.
Relax. Oh, you can just go and check it on us.
Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. You cannot reach me. Come here. Hey. Oh, you want to come on the bed? You're too big. You can come up here. Yeah.
Wait, is he supposed to be on the bed?
I don't know.
Well, then we're breaking all kinds of rules.
Well, maybe he likes it. Look at him, he's pretty happy. Oh, he's a good puppy.
Not quite a puppy anymore.
Always a puppy. Hi.
Smelling your stinky feet.
Getting all comfy.
Yeah.
Anyone ask any questions?
So, do you remember if any of the breweries wanted to on Kauai had nitrous tap stuff?
I only went to one brewery.
Do you remember if they had something?
I don't remember. I was really hungover and sick.
Do you remember what brewery that was?
No, I was just trying to not throw up. I was so sick that day.
Well, there's only like one brewery, so I'm pretty sure Supreme DDT can narrow it down.
Oh yeah, he lives on there. It was in the southwest area.
I told him it was by Waku.
Trying to hold back my floodgates. I gotta pee.
Why don't you ever go to the bathroom before you stream, and the whole time you're just like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh.
No, it's because I'm drinking beer, and then beer makes you gotta pee.
He said to go pee.
Oh, I'm gonna hold it in. Don't do that.
What if I just like...
No. Don't touch me. Don't.
For you, a big hug.
I'm just gonna pee all over you. I want to I'll get these solid colors done, and then I'll call it good for the night. Don't even think about it, Cherish. I'll just pee on you.
I'm gonna use a driving color can.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean he'll sleep by us tonight?
Stop. You're so mean.
Yeah. Waterfall.
Stop. I'll seriously just pee on you.
Of cold brew. My toes are cold. See how cold my hand is?
Mm-hmm. I put on a sweatshirt and some sweats and some socks.
Man, the cold brew is seriously good.
Tell them a secret.
No.
Why?
What kind of secret?
Something you feel is secret. Give him some spice.
About you?
About anything.
I don't know. I really want to just push in your stomach real hard right now. But other than that, I don't know. I'm having fun on our trip.
That's not a secret, unless you were eating it.
No. Did it seem like I was hating it?
No, a secret. It's not a secret. You're enjoying the trip.
I don't know. I'm focused. I'm doing my work too, you know.
Alright. Hairband. Where's our hairband? Green. Alright, save it again. Put it back in. Fun. Never stops. Yeah, we left our dogs in Hawaii. It cost over like $2,000 to get them there in the first place, and then basically to get them back in. Or you could do like a temporary leave for the island, but you still have to pay an absurd amount of money. And we just did not want to pay that money. Look at this church. Doesn't that look good? Like how it transitions?
Yeah, it does. Stop making her walk all crazy. Is he supposed to be on the bed?
I invited him on the bed. So am I the bad uncle? Because I was like, come on.
He was a little hesitant. And I was like, you gotta like sit up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that looks really fluid.
Uh-huh. And she doesn't have any like hair gradients with this, but
no, but it still looks good.
Yeah.
Man, if you guys could have seen where Aniah was before he redid her.
Yeah, she looked like this, and this is super goofy.
Crappy.
Yeah, that she looked like this.
I get so excited when I see all the new animation and the new art style. It fits so much better with the environment.
I figure out where I am.
Did you just revert it to the old stuff?
No, this is her sprint. This is her like jog.
Oh.
I'm just trying to find where the play space is because I want to see how she looks in the environment. Just gonna like relaunch the game.
Are you gonna have to? You're not gonna redraw her sprint though, right?
I am.
Or you have to?
Yeah, because this is how her sprint looks. Look at that.
Well, you can't just like make her frame go faster.
I could.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if that's a stupid question.
No, it's not a stupid question. I could, but
it might not look.
It might look weird to just have her animation speed up a little. It will look kind of silly, cartoonish.
Well, why don't you make her go like this? And she's sprinting. Like poop. Yeah, that looks so good. Yeah, there's something I saw on Instagram.
Yeah, I started saving a bunch of this stuff because I need to like start posting it on social media again, but because Instagram doesn't let you post GIFs, which is annoying. I have to make it with the video thing, and that's like more of a hassle.
Well, it looks so good.
I need to just make like 15 pictures and then I can schedule them out to last for like 2 months, so that's what I'm gonna do. Cool. Yeah, she's looking good, so I'm just gonna apply a little bit of a gradient to her hair to kind of match with her other flats, and then call it done for tonight. And then I can pee like a madman.
So any of you guys viewing and watching right now watch Game of Thrones?
There's a big delay. But yeah, like if you ask the question, you got to give it like almost a full minute to see the response.
You just like throw that gradient on super quick and just copy paste it.
I just go like just like this. That's why. Yeah, it's kind of like
cool.
that. Yeah. Yep, that's kind of it.
Purple?
Yep, I made it kind of purple because I was trying to play with like ombre colors in her hair. And I actually tried Yeah, I actually tried making her hair black and then like adding like white tips and stuff. Yeah, but I just kind of went back to her orange hair and then I settled on this dark purple. Because just the way I have like other color grading and stuff going on in the game, I like how it looks with this dark purple.
Yeah, Isaiah and I are big Game of Thrones fans, and we actually, what did we sign up for? HBO Now?
Yeah, for free.
Yeah, we signed up for it just so we could watch this season, because we've been just finding it online after. It was like, it was junk, because like when we were living in Seattle, we would just go over to a cousin's house and a bunch of us would show up and we'd watch it and then talk about it, and then we'd go home and talk about it even more. So it's kind of nice that we have good quality now for Game of Thrones, and it's been fun. This is where like I don't like when you fill in all the shadows. When I watch you fill them in, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But if I were to do it, the shadows would probably
it's just having an eye for light, and that's just I wasn't always able to do it very well. It just takes a lot of practice.
Like how I have an eye for tape.
Yes, and I can't do it at all.
You swap it out.
Oh. I need to remove a little bit of the dark. What do you think? Look.
Well, it's only more prevalent because it's the back of her.
I like that, like when she's like rotating like this, her hair almost feels like it swoops.
Oh yeah, it totally has dimension.
Unintentional, but again, where I said like 2D animation is granting these happy accidents to happen, which is
too far off, really.
the darkness.
If you look at the side to side,
Yeah. I see.
and then
Yeah.
it's way too far up and it's a little too dark. It's so funny over there. You still look.
Yeah. Well, that was just like yeah.
It's so funny. I just like that it looks like a foxtail.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of going for.
It looks good. Oh, you know what? Can you put Lord of the Rings and stuff, like the audiobook on your iPad, or is it on there already?
It's not on my iPad. I think that's an Amazon, like, Kindle thing. Because if you get the Amazon audiobook stuff, you can do it to where you can listen to it on your computer.
There's probably a function for it on your...
It has, like, its own weird software in order to run it.
I need to do it again.
Yeah. Alright, guys, well, I'm going to wrap up the stream. Kind of got what I wanted to get done. Put in her flat colors, cleaned up her lines. It's actually looking pretty cool, which is always nice to see and not, it's not looking worse, which sometimes happens. So I'm going to make a good effort to get back on Thursday. The timing might be a little sporadic since we're still on the road, but what I'll be doing with the next one is I'll be doing her shadows and stuff, and that won't take very long. So what I'll do is I'll probably work on her shadows, and then I'll start working on her her sprints. Or maybe I'll do some environment stuff.
Do some environment, change it up.
Yeah. Okay, so ideally Thursday, I'm going to just wrap up her run animation because we're pretty much all done. We got her idle animation looking good in all directions, so she's looking really good. And that was for a couple weeks worth of streaming work. So after that Thursday, I'll probably just do some like asset painting, and I'll build out some more environments and stuff, and so that way you guys will get some more interesting stuff instead of just seeing me do animation work all the time. So I'm just going to wrap it up. Thanks for coming and watching. Check out our Patreon if you haven't seen it. And I'm glad that we were able to grab a couple of you to come and watch, even though we were doing this at an odd time. So, I'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.